And God bless to the apostles and to the elders of Griffin Stone. Peace and salutation to the elect Israelites of the Griffin Stone Jamaica camp. You know, another week we prophesy what is foretold in the Holy Scriptures. You know, as we use the King James Version Bible, which sometimes they look at the Bible for references same way. But nevertheless, we have the Spirit of the Lord, the Spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and we are here to declare the testimony of the Lord, which is the testimony of the Lord is the spirit of prophecy. Now, if you notice on the headline or the topic is Hurricane Ersa, the fall of Babylon, and other topics, because that's the time that we're living in right now, where the signs of the times is so clear that this is the end of this man's society. Are we coming into the last minutes of this man's society? Right now, we have crazy events that take place, like this hurricane. If you notice how the sky look, you know, we have this hurricane basically coming at us, basically trouble, right? And coming this side, which physically I'm not prepared, because I mean I'm prepared, you know. But we dwell on the spiritual aspect of things, and we have the Gulf of Mexico, you know, the island. People catch a fire, you can see pure fire all up in the water. Them have water try out it, and then not only that, you have fires all over the world and UFO sightings like off the chain, man, off the record now. So everything is here to see that now we reach the pinnacle of this man and fire now. Anything has come to a full, and now is the time when Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is about to judge the society. When you have that.
Yeah. This is Isaiah chapter 29 verse 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord, opposed with thunder and earthquakes and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire.
And this is what's happening. We don't have to explain that scripture. You know why? Because that scripture is self-explanatory. You understand? This scripture is self-explanatory, man. You understand? This is the visitation of the Lord, man, before the physical counterpart come. You understand? And he's also here in the spirit, because it is written, where two or three are gathered together in his name, he's in the midst of them. So in other words, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is right here, you know, and to you who sit behind the screen, you know, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is with you if it be that you receive his word, this engrafted word with meekness, man. You understand?
Yeah, Luke 12 verse 54, isn't it? And he said also unto the people, when you see a cloud rise out of the west, straightway he said, there cometh a shower, and so it is.
Right now, them see the cloud, and bare people are buying things at the supermarkets, man. Because them look out for this hurricane. But so they prepare themselves. But you know, funny thing is that if the hurricane come, like what them say, then them are cuss the weatherman. Like, you know, them are curse them out like, we could buy us, spend the money on the hurricane come. You know?
They're not eat food anyway.
Exactly. That's Jake for you, man. See it?
But the thing is, you know, these weathermen, meteorologists, as they call them, isn't it? They can discern the face of the sky. But there's the time that we're living in now, people can't discern it, yo. All of them social media people have stuff just to them get blocked. So now them ready to go outside and party and bury. People don't really understand the time they're living in. Right now, as the brother mentioned earlier, mainstream news is full of UFO sightings. Mainstream news. Not even alternative media. Mainstream news, yo. You see me? These things are coming out every day on the daily, and people just look at that and it's like, party. I don't know what this party. Party this, party. Nobody's saying that this kind of change. Look, what are these things?
Yeah, kind, you know?
Them so used to hearing about UFO in a movie. Them just feel say, I don't know, important. You know? So I say, when you see the south blow, you say there will be heat and it coming to fast. Hypocrites, you can discern the face of the sky and the earth, but how is it that you do not discern this time?
You know why you don't know how to discern this time? Because you don't believe in the word of scriptures, you don't read. You know, you put the Bible in your arm and you listen to Pastor Porkchop to confirm to you the word, which Pastor Porkchop don't even know the book of Obadiah in the Bible. Right. You understand? Pastor Porkchop, him just go to seminary school and them teach him one catalog of scriptures and say, yeah, and I say, this is the doctrine.
Right.
You understand? So
Corresponding breakdown to
each scriptures, right. Right. When they ask this, then you give that. You understand? That's how them do it.
But when you talk in churches now, is that God is non-binary.
Yeah, I saw that.
Right? This is 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 1. But at the times and seasons, you have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
Not for us, man. Not for us, because we are watching. No, let me tell you this, man. Let me tell you this. No, I've been saying this, even the last lesson I put up on my channel. I've been saying this. You see, the time in prophecy where we are now, this scripture is perfect to be fulfilled, man.
Right.
Because now you have countries like the United States say, look, we're not going to lock down the country again.
Right.
We're now
Going back to normal.
right. So people now start to think that, look, you know what, people know we run off from Jamaica, we go actually run off because the curfews and this and that out here, it become annoying.
Right.
So them basically run off in the States to live a better life.
Right.
Which them understand say, yo, they are there to fulfill prophecy. You understand? Because no, they are saying peace and safety because everything is opening up, man. So, exactly. The scripture says let the boys be burned. So therefore, this can happen now.
Hey,
You know?
because this, like since they make me in the bank, I'm here, our next man, I explain to our next man, and basically myself, a lot of people when they come to Jamaica, they want to run go back to America because basically they find that Jamaica is expensive. You say you have families in America who say them now come back to Jamaica because Jamaica corrupt and basically too much violence there and all kind of different something. So, yeah.
Because the brothers say they are fuel to the fire, man.
Yeah, them see man I wish them there in Jamaica when the cruise ship start. Yeah.
in everything. In everything.
Yeah.
Right? He said, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and
God.
And they shall not escape.
Right?
Because you never did a watch. You never did a prayer, you never did a fast. You understand? You never did a do the thing that was necessary for your salvation.
Yeah, them in the fast.
Yeah, them in
You
a
know,
fast,
other
start
people
up in
business.
Yeah, you understand? Definitely. You know, them never did attend to what the prophets were saying. You know, because the prophets got risen from among you, which that's a part of the scripture say, oh, if the Lord will raise up our, which was speaking of Yahweh Shai, our Lord, which you know that, but it wasn't only Yahweh Shai that was risen as a prophet from among their brethren, man.
But hey, if they look on the spirituality, we're all
Part of the body of Yahweh Shai.
The scripture said in the prophets that prophesied at 4 times, they had the spirit of Yahweh Shai in them. You see me? So it was always Yahweh Shai raising up.
Exactly.
Because we speak his words.
Exactly. Book. Exactly.
Can.
Jeremiah 51 and 6, they flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver a man's soul.
Just flee out of the midst of Babylon. And no, I said this. No, fleeing out of the midst of Babylon physically doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna deliver your soul. But if you move from Babylon, the possibilities of like you facing the guillotine, like if you're there at Jamaica, you must face the guillotine. We don't know. But fleeing out of Babylon really means, you know, come back. Speaking to the Israelites, come back to the word of righteousness. That is what it really means, man. To deliver your soul. The shadow of this world, you know?
And if you really doing the definition of shadow, we're black. A source of light and cast you in a darkness.
Exactly.
Besides that object you have blocked you from the light,
Which is Yahweh Shai.
So step out of the shadow and into the light. That's why we need to feel the shadow of Babylon. You see me? Flee out of the transgender nonsense with them.
I know. They said about a video with a tran man a play NFL. Yo, and he fuck up every woman on his
You know what, man? Flee out of confusion, yo. All this nonsense, yo.
Yeah. The word confusion means with mixing. You understand? Con means with, fuse to mix together. You understand? With mixing. It's a bag of mixing.
And it's a bag from the power of
All kind of shit.
all kind of shit.
Exactly. Go ahead, huh?
The flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man's soul. Be not cut off in your iniquity. For this is the time of the Lord's vengeance.
Hey, that's straight to the scripture says, "For this is the time of the Lord's vengeance." You know, some people that say, "Oh, long time we are gonna come." Or, that's not enough for time. You know, really? Yeah, the scriptures just said, "For this." Read it again now.
Right. So for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense.
And he's gonna do it by means and ways of missiles, man. But before the missiles hit, you're gonna have civil breakdown in America, man. You're gonna have race wars, you're gonna have famines, you're gonna have looting, shootings, the guillotine, the microchip, which is the mark of the beast, going to be implemented, man. You understand? When I was segue, I said, well, and the chip, but also philosophy. No, the mark of the beast is the RFID microchip, and in England, in Europe, Slovakia, it's called the near field communication. If you look like one of them Samsung phones, when you draw down the top, it's the NFC, Android phone, right? It's the same thing. Just like when you use your debit card or your credit card, the near field communication is the same thing.
You know, in Australia, if you get a QR code on your phone, like you scan them up to certain businesses and certain
I like it.
Exactly.
That's the new thing, yo. That's a step closer
To the chip. Exactly.
these digital codes because it's a way for you to be included in the society. And once you can control your access to certain basic services and amenities, then it's easy to transition from that to the chip.
Exactly. Easy.
Groundwork, yo.
Like the NIDS, that was
soft to the night, yo. And I like them to jump from 0 to 100. No, they must take them time and gradually.
You know why? You know why? Because they're the serpent, man. That beguile Eve. See, the scripture says all serpents which is called the devil. They can bring the God, Baba Kwasha. Saying because you people don't understand who this man is. Because the image, the devil gave to you an image of what the devil would look like. A red, like fiery red man with horns and a trident and a tail with a pointed spear tail.
Hey,
You understand? Yeah, but it's red. That's the thing. But the man you know, come with the trident and, you know, that's the devil. The word devil actually means deceiver, man. You know? He's the deceiver. You know?
But Revelation 12:9 and the great dragon was cast out. That old serpent is called the devil and Satan.
And the cost, you know, seed of this rulership. Yeah, as a matter of fact, you can start up a little above our question.
I want to start over.
Yeah, man.
12:1 and there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman seeing the sun and the moon on their feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars.
Are we seeing that gradually happen now? Speaking of Israel and the 12 tribes and the wisdom which Yahweh Shamash had given unto them to glow in the universe, man.
Yeah, this is not married.
Yeah, and I mean Christians would think that's married. You know?
Married.
You know?
And she being with child cried, travailing in birth and liver. And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold a great red dragon.
And that red dragon, the dragon represents who? Esau, Edom, man. Roman Empire.
Back then, yeah.
Back then, you understand? Which we live in the revised Roman Empire. You know?
Having 7 heads and 10 horns and 7 crowns upon its head.
And we know the 7 heads, yeah? That's the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, man.
Pretty much, yeah. He said, and his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven, and did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as it was born.
Right, and that exactly that happened with Ersa, you know? See?
So just said it was great mourning.
Rachel weeping for her children,
Right.
you know?
He said, and she brought forth a man child, which was our nation.
That's the problem for these men, man. Because Israel is going to bring forth a man child, which is going to rule what? All nations with a rod of iron. And that's the prophecy that I think Balaam saw in Numbers 24. You know? Balaam, you actually see a star out of Jacob, man. You know? And basically, he wished he was an Israelite. And because he explained what that star was going to do to the nations. Exactly. It says Edom shall be a possession. If Edom is a possession, you know what I mean? The fucking Edomite is not going to be there, man. That's what it means, man. Because the south shall possess Edom, which when you look at the map, Judah is up the south, man.
Our rising up.
God, exactly.
God. See, and who want to send into the wilderness, where she has a place to fear of God, and they should feed her there a thousand 4 days. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against
And
the
this
dragon.
is what messing you, a lot of you people up, man. Thinking this is speaking about up in the spiritual realm with Yahweh the Father, who you call it.
Speaking about war between the
Yahweh,
arms of the world
exactly.
and those so-called UFOs that you see.
Exactly.
Being on the news every day. Yo.
Exactly.
That's what this is speaking about, yo.
It's Daniel 12 and verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people.
And that's not speaking about in the spiritual realm. Because even if we go back to Revelation chapter 1, verse 1 go down, it tells you that it's a vision which was shortly to come.
Right.
You understand? So exactly, you know what I mean? So how you mix that up, man? You know? Go ahead.
I went to them and say something like that,
1844.
1844?
1844?
Yeah.
Something like that? LNG, right?
No, man, 1844.
Go.
No, man, 1844.
No, man, 1844.
Yeah, man, different.
Come back.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, yes, you're right.
Yeah, man, exactly.
Yes, you're right. You know, the jail, yeah. I think it's 17 something on it. I think it's 17 something. It's like, Jesus, Satan, 17 something. Yeah, 17 something. What motherfucker, man. When you know the whole scripture, man. Yeah?
And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time, thy people shall be delivered.
And at that time, at that troubled time, which we know that the Basarats aren't the Israelites, because there were no troubled time like what the scriptures were speaking of, man, where Michael, that great prince, stood up. We know about Lord Balfour, and that's not Michael. You understand? And according to prophecy, when Israel go back into the land, nations won't live a sword anymore and would have peace on the earth. And that's definitely not the true people of the Lord, man.
And that never happened.
And that never happened. You understand? Go ahead.
And at that time, thy people shall be delivered. Everyone that shall be found written in the book.
Everyone. And going on the book, I'll keep saying your name, man. Don't Ross. You know? Because a lot of people calling out there, man. See? Call yourself German and tell yourself they get delivered there. You know? It doesn't mean that, man. It does speak about the chosen that basically follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth, man. That's what it's speaking about, man. When you read Revelation 14 verse 1, it tell you that there was 144,000 with the Lord's name and the Father's name in their forehead. You understand? That's what the scriptures is speaking about, man.
It's funny because this morning try to teach them. Remember them sat the man in
Preaching,
service.
yeah.
And I think the man called a figure country the Christian. Something like 2.5 billion people.
Christian, yeah.
For Christmas. Christian. All that match up with one of the
Scripture, yeah.
I mean, all that match up.
Come on, right, you know, bro. See, these are they that see their righteousness before men. You understand? You know? So we just bring out the scriptures because the Lord gave us this job, man.
And
You understand?
people ask them saved.
Yeah, man, them
I'm
saved.
saved.
Them saved. I believe so. They're saved, but from what? Maybe them saved for money.
I'm also a savings account.
Savings account, yeah.
But Revelation 12, verse 7, and there was war in heaven, Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, against the earth,
Exactly.
against the what you call
UFOs,
which are the chariots of Israel, right? And dragon fought and his angels, and will not. That was their place found anymore in heaven. You see me, so the higher ups of Esau know that the appearance of Jesus more and more mean their end.
It's coming.
They know that this is signaling their end, yeah.
Done.
This sin in the end, yo.
Short time, as the scripture says, man.
And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world. That's what he's there for, isn't it? He was cast out to the earth and his angels were cast out
With him.
right? Yeah. And I heard a loud voice in heaven saying, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God and the power of his anointing.
You people need to read, man. You people need. Now is come the kingdom. That's why when people them misguided and say that we're going to go to heaven. Speaking of the spiritual realm. You take none of the spiritual realm. I didn't even do it, just die. You know? Exactly. That's where all of us come from. When you consult the book of Job, I think it's a 4th chapter, it tells you that there the wicked cease from mischief, you know, and we cease from work and everything. That's where the spiritual world is where all of us come from. What this thing about is the Lord setting up a kingdom. Give me some about Pasha. And in these days, the Lord, you know the scripture we are talking about? A kingdom which shall never be left to. See? That's what we've been talking about, man. A kingdom here in the earth, as it is written, the meek shall inherit the earth. There was so inherit up in the Father's house. You know, they go up in the Father's house to be done. You know, man? You know?
And Daniel chapter 2 verse 44, and in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed. And the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever.
And it shall stand forever. So if you're taking the Bible from any other standpoint than from the kingdom that was promised to Israel, you're going off. You know?
So he told me and made me know the interpretation of the things. These great beasts, which are four kings,
right?
Kingdoms,
right? Which is
shall rise out of the earth.
Right, Babylon, you know, Media Persia, Greeks, and Roman Empire.
Are we in the last leg of the Roman Empire now?
Right. The feet, iron and clay.
Right. You know? He said, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom.
Now we're going to ask, Master, can we share the kingdom? You know?
We now beg to be
we need reparations, Master.
He said, but the saints of the Most High shall take.
We're going to take the kingdom, man.
And possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever.
And we're going to possess the kingdom forever and ever and ever.
Right.
You understand? That's what we... And Yahweh he came, Yahweh he came, and he solidified that promise, that hope. Now even in Luke 1:68, that's what the Lord was speaking about, man. Basically, in Luke was speaking about Luke 1:68, and even the Apostle Paul said that judge for the hope of the promised man, which was the same thing, that kingdom. And even when Yahushua was about to go up in the so-called UFO, which is the chariot of Israel, the disciples asked him, man, is this the time we are going to restore the kingdom unto Israel, man? Because it was forever about the kingdom, man. So if you now seek after the kingdom, it don't make no sense. The scripture is not for you, man. Right.
Says, and the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him.
And all dominions shall serve and obey Yahweh. You understand? There's no other kingdom where we'll get that, man. Come up here, get it. You know?
This is let's get to one. Revelation 5 verse 10. And has made us unto a power, kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth.
And we shall reign on the earth, man. We shall be kings and priests reigning on the earth, man. And as the Acts of the priests, go 399 here, so our praises to Yahweh, and the apostles and the elders of greatness, but shalom.